It sounds great. I mean, it sounds like you guys really believe in the unifying and this transformative power of film. Why are film festivals like this important?
Because it's always been a different answer to that question. Every year I've been asked
Why are they important to you, Donovan?
Why are they important to me is that it's a chance to bring in the kind of things that you're just not going to normally see. I mean, as I said in the beginning, film, we make it an event. It's not just your night out. It's your chance to see the kind of things that you're not normally going to see. It's long been a complaint that, the independent cinema gets 4% of the actual screen time out here. But for 10 days, it's your world. It's access to lives and stories from every corner of the world. And I think that's really important because you get all kinds of perspectives that you just don't normally get in the Cineplex. Going back to the bringing film to life thing, it's really, it's about people's lives. There are some fantastical stories. There's some, popcorn movies that I really love and enjoy, and I think you will too because I program them for that reason. But there's a lot of things about other people's lives, about other perspective, and that's something that's very much lacking in the modern-day Cineplexes. There is the occasional documentary, but there's certainly never the concentration of those stories like you find in, a film festival.
Right. Now, so this is a 2-week event?
10 days.
10 days. Now, that's a lot of films, a lot of stuff to see. How can people see maybe as much or as little, or is there a way to participate in the festival differently for different people?
Yeah, if you're a little wary, go out and buy a ticket or two, and just pick out the ones that you like. I'm sure you're going to love what you see. But one of the great things about going to film festivals, and Victorians are really catching on to here, and you see it at other film festivals around the world, is that it's a way to look at it a little bit like a dim sum adventure. We sell a variety of passes for like VIPs or just the film passes. We got a lot of people that are big fans of these passes. They'll go out and try something, and even if it's not their cup of tea, they know that the neat thing about a film festival is that you didn't like that movie, there's another great movie you can go catch at 9 o'clock that's completely different. It's not like you knew what the plan was. If you don't like this movie, go to another movie. So you're not interested in the documentary about plastics, you can go see the story about West African slavery. If you're more of a musical bent, you can try Trimpin'. If you find that a little bit too experimental, you can go out and see the SNFU Open Your Mouth and Say Mr. Chai Pig punk rock documentary.
Cool.
There's a lot to discover in there, and if you don't like it, you can always try something else. And unlike a lot of the experience, even the video store experience, if you don't like it, try something else, but you're going to find something you love. We've never failed on that. We're very happy with the positive reaction we get from so many people.
Okay, I'm kind of curious, since you programmed this entire event, more or less, what are you really excited about this year?
I'm excited about some of the things that, I'm always excited about the things that people don't think that they're going to, they're not the ones that necessarily leap off the page. There's some things that are going to be easy to love, like the Brothel Project, as I said, because it's got a nice local hook. There's, Coco Chanel and Igor Stravinsky, our opening film. I think that's another great one. That's, Mad Mickelson, you're going to find it. But what I always look for is those neat little things that are surprises for people. One of the ones that I'm going to be talking about for the next little while, I highly recommend it. It's a documentary called Anne Perry Interiors. It's got a really neat, unusual tone. You're not going to see this movie come back here, but it's a fascinating study of Anne Perry, the mystery writer, who also turns out was a actual real-life murderer in her teen years, who's turned it, and she's got this whole life story wrapped up in this neat little character study. Very quiet tone, but extremely engaging. I could not take my eyes off it. Other ones like good. Rule Number One, it's kind of sci-fi paranormal story from Singapore. Zombies of Mass Destruction. It's as cheesy as it sounds, but it's more interesting than your average zombie movie, which is why I'm so excited about it, because it's actually a political zombie comedy. And it's a real odd thing to get your mind around it. But once you're watching it, you will be laughing and really enjoying it. And it's not the kind of thing that you expect. And a lot of people are going to look and go, oh, it's another zombie movie because they just saw Zombieland. It is nothing at all like Zombieland. It's so much fun.
Cool.
Now, okay, so how would somebody go about getting briefed on finding out more about the films, more about the festival itself?
The best way is to go to the website because you can search through everything on there. We've got the online box office. You can take a look through there. You can read up on all of the films. Our program guides are available throughout the city. An easy place to pick up one, in case you're just wondering, is you can go to like Serious Coffees, all of them around the city. They've been a great support to us, but they are at street levels. You can find them, I believe, at some of the libraries. But again, the internet is your best resource for them there. And the nice thing about it, too, is that we've also added other ways for you to take a look at it. We've got our interactive program guide coming out shortly. You can even get a free iPhone app and get it all on your phone.
Nice.
So you're sitting on the bus riding back up to Gordon Head or Langford. You can pop up your phone and start surfing the films that you really want to see.
How do you know my commute? That's freaky. That's exactly
because you talk about it all the time.
Now, yeah, so January 29th to February 7th. Now, so that's a big chunk of time, and I think people should be interested in checking some of these films out. Now, as far as the website, the address one more time?
VictoriaFilmFestival.com.
Outstanding. Well, Donovan, thank you very much for coming in and joining us today. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Brian and I are going to snark about the Golden Globes a little bit.
Yes, we are.